Well, good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in to Energize Delaware Live. My name is Angie Bivens, and I'm an energy advisor with a few of Energize Delaware's residential programs. So I am super excited on today. You might see all the awesomeness in the background, but before we get there, you all know how we do. First and foremost, let me welcome you to Energize Delaware's Live. So if this is your first time, welcome. And to all of our returning friends and family, thank you for coming back. Energize Delaware is a nonprofit organization with over 16 programs all around energy efficiency and delivering renewable energy services. If you want to know more about Energize Delaware, what they currently have, what they're working on in the future, check out one of my previous tapings in which I did sit down with the executive director of Energize Delaware and got to learn a little bit more about us. But today is not just about programming. Today, it's about one of my favorite pastimes, along with energy efficiency, which is shopping. So we're going to talk about Energize Delaware's online marketplace. We're going to take a look at the inside of the marketplace. We're going to talk about some of the products available on the marketplace. And this time's just all about energy efficiency products. So we're going to talk a lot about products that are Energy Star related that are good for your home. So go ahead and get those fingers ready. If you got any questions on today, feel free to put them in the chat area. I will do my best to keep an eye on it. But if I do miss your question, feel free to go to the website and take a look at it yourself. It is up and available. Let me go ahead and get that up here just for you. So throughout the presentation, I'm going to make sure I take a pause for the calls and try to keep interjecting what the marketplace address is. But again, we're going to talk about all the products that are available on there. So with that, let's kick this thing off and go right to the marketplace and take a look. So the way I'm going to do this on today is that I've already kind of created a presentation so that we can peek through everything we need to peek through and talk. So let's go ahead and get this up for you guys. And there we go. You should be able to see me down small at the bottom. But what I'll do is throughout the presentation, I'll make sure, like I said, I pause for the calls and we're going to talk about some of these items. So let's start here. Why even have an online marketplace? I want you to think of Energize Delaware's online marketplace like Amazon, but only for energy efficiency. So a few years ago, post-pandemic, Energize Delaware decided to create this marketplace where Delawareans can go and buy items. So Energize Delaware puts instant rebates on the items on the marketplace along with the manufacturer. So we're going to talk about some great promotions and some really inexpensive items that you can get at low cost. And in some instances, just shipping. We're going to chat. You're going to love it after this. Now, all of these items are for purchase and delivery to Delaware addresses only. So I'm sorry to have to throw out the disclaimer, but if you are in Pennsylvania, Maryland, or somewhere else and do not have a residence or home in Delaware, you would not be able to purchase these items. So Delawareans, come on, it's all for you. All right. So let's begin to get into the website a little bit. So what you're looking at here is just a basic page. When you come into the home page for the website, the first thing you're going to see is some of the promotions that we have going on. And it's going to give you some options of different areas that you can click on, depending on where you want to start your journey. So I'm just going to start us off on the basic website page. This is if you went to just see all the products we have available. And we're going to go through some of the basics of the page that you might be wondering or want to know where they are. So let's start with that gray bar right there that you might see at the top. So right after the home button, you'll see shop sales and promos. So if you were to click on this, it's going to bring up all the items that are currently listed on our site as on sale. Now, I do have to mention, as I stated before, Energize Delaware does put discounts on everything on the site, but some of the items on the site will have additional discounts when the manufacturer puts some discounts on it as well. So you can find those items listed here as well as the home screen. There's also usually information there as well. Now we're going to skip shop products because that page is exactly what we're on right now. But the next one says learn about efficiency. So while Energize Delaware is trying to save you some costs here, we know someone may wander upon the site and just want to learn more without purchasing. So here you'll find additional information, just some reading about some of the products, some readings about some other things that might be happening just in general with energy efficiency measures. So feel free to go there, get yourself some education. Then as well, there's the more area right beside it. And that is where you can find additional information. Like if you want to know more about shipping, or if you have any of the, I want to say FAQs, but it's the frequently asked questions. There we go. That can be found there as well. And then lastly on here, I'm going to give a good point out to the visit energizedelaware.org. So this online site right here, the marketplace, is specifically to purchase items. But if you tuned into any of our past tapings, you'll know that we also have programs available strictly for Delawareans. So if you want to know about those programs that are available, if you want to know about what additional services and resources we offer for other building types, feel free to go right to our website and you can navigate that and find out more about some of the programming that we offer at low and no cost. So just a few more things on here I want to point out. At the very top of the page is our customer service number. This is going to be where you're going to reach out to if you have any additional questions before you place an order or even after placing an order. This toll-free number is there to assist you. Right below it is the shopping cart. So as you're going through the pages, looking at different items, find what you like, go ahead and throw it in that cart. And then before you close out at the end, you can go back and take another look at the cart. Again, very similar to Amazon or any of your other online shoppings. Now, I didn't highlight these, but I just want to mention that in order to purchase anything, you'll see the two buttons right beside it. You'll see sign in and create an account, or at the top, my account. You will need to create an account using your Delaware address in order to make a purchase. And that is all that's required of you. Again, you need a Delaware address and then whatever payment form you're going to be using on there. On the side here, we've got different tabs that will take you to the categories of energy saving measures that you're able to purchase. And we're going to go through these categories in just a minute and talk about some of these items. So stick with me for just a few more moments. And I'm sorry, I still got two things I want to mention on here. If you want to filter by price, you've got that right below there. And then lastly, if you want to see the specifics of an item, you'll see right there, I've circled where we list the name of the item, we list the original price, and then we also go ahead and list for you the discounted price. Right below those, you'll see if there are additional color options for that item, you'll see those. And if you click that area, it's going to lead you to detailed information about the item. So you'll find out if there's any ordering limits. And yes, some of the items on here, there is a limit. This website is intended for residential use, meaning your home. If you are looking to purchase a large number of LED items, reach out to us. And there is another way that we can do that, but we do have some discounted costs for that as well. All right, I am sure now you are ready to get into this. Let's see what products are available. Let's talk a little bit more about what we've got in this site. I need like sound effects. That would be amazing. But so going along with this, we've got 5 basic areas when you enter the site that everything's broken down into, but we've also got a few newly added areas, and I'm going to cover those at the end. So let's kick it off. And the first area that we're going to cover on today is LED lighting. LEDs. So for those of you that know, you know, LED is the best technology as far as lighting your home is concerned. Reason for that, the previous light bulb. So if you're thinking of the incandescent bulb, which is made of glass, you drop it, shatters. makes a whole mess. Or that particular light bulb is really inefficient because it creates heat in order to create light, which means that a lot of the energy it's making gets wasted. So that's why we've gotten away from that. Those bulbs tend to only last about 6 months, whereas LED bulbs use a lot less energy, anywhere from 75 to 90% less energy than those regular incandescent bulbs. And LEDs on average last 9 years. You didn't hear me wrong. I said it correct, and I'm not going to take it back. Yes, 9 years on average is how long an LED lasts. So if you go to our site, you're going to see that we've got various options of types as well as wattages. So we've got dimmable, we've got lights for recessed lighting. We've also got candelabras and floodlights. Newly added last year, holiday lights, and we've got them in different colors, including cool white, which is standard, as well as our favorite multicolor. Got to get that festivity in there. Now, some of the newer items that we've added, we have recently added solar crush lights. You got to go to the site and take a look at this one. Sorry, I don't have a demo for this yet, but it's actually a square shaped, lantern shaped light. And so it's solar powered. So you let the sun, you sit it out in the sun for a while, let it build up, and now it turns on and off because the battery, again, is solar powered. But it's called a crush light because it's great for travel. So if you like to camp or go RVing, use this in the sun, charge it up, and then when you're done with it, it crushes down flat for easy storage. So really great device and really inexpensive, I believe. I seen it earlier on there. It's currently on sale. It is a little under $10. So go take a look at that. Throw a few of them in the camper or the car, so you always have a lighting source. Along with that, a new item that we're working on, it should be coming soon, hopefully by the end of the year, is dusk to dawn yellow lights. So for those of you that know about regular dusk to dawn lights, they have a sensor on them. So you just leave the light on, and when it's bright outside, it automatically will go off. When it's dark outside, it automatically comes on. These yellow lights are just as they sound. So they have a yellow tint or hue to them. And that yellow tint or hue actually is protective of the environment. So that really harsh, bright white light can be hard on different animals and even bugs. So this yellow light is much softer. Now, I'm going to tell you, I did try this out at home. I thought about taking a picture and putting it up here, but I was like, they don't want to see it. So I skipped that part. But this bright yellow light, what I found, usually when I would get home in the evening or at nighttime with a regular white light, I was attacked by it. What's great about the yellow light is that, one, it is softer on my own eye when I'm pulling up to my house. But two, it also, it's not as attractive to the bugs. So I'm able to get in my front door and literally there might be 1 or 2 random insects near the light. They don't mess with me. They're not messing with my front door. So personally, love them, love them. And soon we will have them on the site and in some of our programs. All right, let's talk water. Had to take a quick sip there. Thank you, guys. All right, so let's talk water. Let's talk about some water saving measures that we have available on there. So if you were to go to our site, as you can see right on the screen there, we do have a lot of water saving measures, and most of them are going to be low flow items. So some of the outside measures that we cover are garden hose timers. So you'll see that orange little item right there. That's exactly what that is, as well as water saving hose nozzles. So you can buy just a regular cheap nozzle from the store, but ours are much better because they're going to help save energy. You're still going to get that same pressure, but they're going to have that low flow technology in them to save some water. So in the house, we also have low flow shower heads and aerators. I love to be able to say that our shower heads, we've got all different kinds, as you can see there, but they are all low flow, meaning that they're actually going to interject water bubbles into the flow of air coming out of your aerator in order to save you water usage. So our shower heads actually come in standard, are stationary, and we also have handheld. One of the new things we have is a black matte finish. So to show you, here's just a standard. Let me see. Actually, give me just 1 second. Make myself a little bigger here. There we go. Hey. All right. So here's the standard shower head. This is one of the larger ones. It's got different flow types on it, still low flow, but we've got different ways that we can turn this so that it comes out differently. But I want to show this. Here is our matte black handheld. So this actually does come with a piece so that it can remain either stationary or it can be removed and used as a handheld option. But for those of you who have different types of bathrooms, you may be looking for different finishes. It's pretty soon. I think it's not listed just yet, but keep an eye on our site. Coming soon will be the black matte finish. And I must say, it's quite regal, if I do say so myself. All right, so let's get back into this. Give me just 1 second here. There we go. So now let's talk smart thermostats. Dun, dun, dun. Let me move just a few items really quickly. All right, now we're going to talk about smart thermostats. So I've got a few different options here displayed, and I'll bring my screen up a little bigger in just a moment. But first, let's have a quick chat. So all of our, or the majority of our items do have discounts on them right now. I believe it's all. And with that, we carry various brands and color options. So we currently have Sensi, Ecobee, Nest, and the newly added Amazon thermostat. So you can take a look. We've, along with that on the site, we understand that different models may pair differently with your HVAC system. So because of that, we have there's actually a way on our website that you can check to see if your system qualifies with the thermostat that you're about to purchase. So there are going to be a lot of questions when you go on the site. It's going to ask you a few questions. There's even a few little squares that pop up in red like, hey, did you make sure that this thermostat qualified with your HVAC system? So you can get more information there, as well as you can always call that toll-free number I mentioned earlier. Now, Ecobee and Sensi both have some new options, and I'm going to talk about Sensi in just a moment. And I want to make sure that I also point out that for all of our thermostats, there is a limit of 4 thermostats per account per year that you can purchase. So give me just 1 second, and I'm going to change my screen here so that you can see what I'm working with. Actually, we'll just go ahead and take this down for a moment. There we go. Let's talk thermostats. All right, so let's talk about these smart thermostats. So here we've got the Nest and the Nest Learning thermostat. So they're a little bit different. So they both do the same thing. All smart thermostats do the same thing, which is running the system. But with the Nest and the Learning thermostat, the Learning one actually does state that it learns the temperatures you like and programs them itself, literally learning, right? It automatically turns itself down when you're away. Both are Wi-Fi enabled, as are, I'm just throwing stuff now, as are the Sensi systems. So we have this beautiful display. Thank you, Sensi, for sharing them with us, so that you can also see how they work. And if you've been at any events that we've been at, sometimes I'll bring that out so we can show them. And here is actually a model. Again, thanks to Sensi for providing it. But in the model, they just wanted to show off some of their new brands. So they've got a Sensi Lite, and these are available on our site now, as well as the Sensi Touch 2. So along with the Sensi Touch 2, this one, you're able to use room sensors. Now, why would you want room sensors? This is really good for those that complain maybe one room in the house is a little more drafty, or you just want to make sure the whole house is aligning with the thermostat. You've got these options. Now, I do believe sensors are also available with some of our other brands as well. Just had the Sensi in front of me to show you, but you can go right to our website, take a look at the different options available there, and stay tuned. I got one more surprise dealing with the smart thermostats. So with that, let's talk just a little bit about promotion. So you're probably like, all right, so what does this one cost exactly? Dun, dun, dun. I know all the drama that I'm building up for. All right, the current promotion from now all the way to October 11th, you are able, oh, I didn't put it up yet. Here we go. Boom, boom. You are able to get the basic Google Nest thermostat for the mighty, strong, huge price of just $0. What? You heard me right. $0 for this thermostat. Now, remember what I said. We do have limits to how many you can get per year, but you are able to go ahead and get it. So right now, I believe that with all the rebates we have on it, it dropped it down to $30. Then the manufacturer also put a rebate on it, which is why it is just $0. We've also right now got, or I'm sorry, coming up in October. October is Energy Awareness Month. You guys know, if you remember me from last year or any other year, I get excited for Energy Awareness Month. So there will be even more sales. But during the month of October, beginning October 3rd through the 10th, Ecobee is going to have an additional $20 off their Ecobee Light and the Ecobee Enhanced. The Ecobee Premium will be $30 off. And then also in October, the 3rd through the 20th, our Scentsy thermostats, those beautiful box ones I showed you a minute ago, will also be $29 off. And the basic Scentsy Light, I believe it's the Light, because it's $29 off, will make it $0. And that will be October 3rd through the 20th. So you're going to want to stay tuned to the website, see what we've got going on, and see what's available. Let's keep this train moving. We got a few more things to cover. All right, so just a few more areas we're going to cover. I'm going to combine the next two areas because they both have just a few things in them, so we'll do them together. And that's smart products and advanced power strips. So for this one, I'm going to make it a little smaller so you can see my screen. Hi again. All right, so talking about our smart products, right now we have 2 items in the smart product area, but as time goes on, as more items come out, there will be more items added. So right now we've got colored, or I don't want to call them color changing. There we go. Color changing LED bulbs. So, hey, if you are like me and you want your living room to have a little pop to it when you want it to have a little pop to it, then these are great light bulbs for that. So there's an app, you can change the colors, all types of great stuff. But the item I want to talk a little bit more about is the Wi-Fi smart sockets. Come on, guys. All right, really inexpensive item. You see it right on the screen. Right now, it's only $7, less than $7, $6.99 to be exact. So with the smart socket, what it does is it basically allows any item that you plug into it to become a Wi-Fi enabled device. So all you do, you're going to download an app on your phone, and there are instructions inside the box as well. But you'll download an app on your phone, and then you plug this device into the outlet. All right, pretty large box there. And then you're going to plug the device into the box. And what happens is now using an app on your phone, you can turn the device on and off. You can even set the device onto a timer so that it comes on and off automatically when you want it to. This can also make it voice controlled. Start thinking about the devices in your house, everybody. And there is no main hub required. I know for some of the devices, you might have to buy an Alexa or something that makes everything speak. Not necessary with these. So literally, you could purchase one, you can purchase a few. But it's a great item to have. So one example might be if you are an avid coffee drinker, right? And maybe you're one of those people who leaves out real quick in the morning. Oh, did I turn off the coffee machine? Put it on this device. Automatically, it can start brewing for it at a certain time for you. And automatically, it can shut itself off at a certain time or have an emergency shut off just in case you forget. But another great energy saving device. And with the holidays right around the corner, I always like to say it's another great gift giving item for all your techie friends. So again, that is a Wi-Fi, and it says BLE enabled smart socket. Go ahead and get you one. All right. Now, the next item I'm going to talk about are the advanced power strips. So for those of you who don't know what an advanced power strip is, as all these other items I'm talking about, if you want to learn more about them, check through our YouTube library catalog. In the past, I have done a taping that was all around energy vampires, and these prevent those. What's an energy vampire? It's anytime something's plugged in but not turned on and still saving energy. So on our site, we've got different types of power strips. So here's an example. This is a tier 1. All power strips, again, do the same thing. They prevent vampire loads, but there are different kinds just depending on what you're using it for. So most of them are tier 1. That's just the basic kind. Plug into it, the different items you need to. Remember, with advanced power strips, it's color coded for a reason. Instructions are usually on the back of the bag. But I also wanted to show you, here's another option that we have, and this is called a tier 2. This device is actually set up to be really good for our gamers. So I'm trying to line this up. There we go. It's really good for our gamers. If I get it closer, you'll see all of them are color coded, but this one even has pictures and wording at the bottom. So this is really good. Again, if you've got gamers, if you've got people in the house that like to set up multiple electronics to that TV, this one's going to work great. Or multiple, I should say multiple gaming devices to the TV. What I did find funny on here was that it had a space for DVDs. Does anybody still have a DVD player? Somebody else? Just me? Okay. All right. So these are some of the great energy saving devices that we have available. So now what I'm going to do, oh, wait, not done just yet. I do want to mention, as far as promotions go, that beginning October 11th. So October 11th through the 25th, we will actually have on sale 30% off advanced power strips and 30% off those Wi-Fi sockets. So if you can hold off purchasing your Wi-Fi sockets or your advanced power strips for just a few weeks, starting the 11th, they will be 30% off. And at that same time, we're also going to have 25% off floodlights. Whoop, whoop. I know everybody's excited. All right, I've just got 2 more areas to cover, and then I'm going to let you go. So the last 2 areas are 2 of our newer items, our newer areas that we've added to the marketplace. So the first one I want to talk about is air purifiers. So let me just scoot this over so that you are able to see this beautiful air purifier right here. All right. And I'm actually going to change my screen up in just a moment. But just to talk a little bit about air purifiers, what they are, what they do. There we go. So an air purifier is basically designed to improve the indoor air quality of your home. What does this have to do with energy efficiency? So with energy efficiency, we're constantly trying to make sure that we tighten up the house so that the air inside the house stays inside and the air outside stays outside. Now, with that, if you have any air door qualities or indoor air quality issues, like moisture that can be causing weird smells or mold or, any number of things that you're breathing in, you want to take care of that, because as you tighten up the house, again, you're breathing in all these bad things, and in walks the air purifier. So how does an air purifier help? It basically removes dust, dander, other contaminants that are floating around in the air. It's going to remove them out of it. It's got a filter in it, usually a HEPA filter. So these are HEPA filters, and it just does a great job of getting all of that out of your home. So just give me 1 second, and I'm actually going to show you the one behind me. So if you take a quick peek at the website, let me make this bigger for just a second. When you go to the website, you'll be able to see that we currently sell 3 different options. 2 of them are tabletop editions, and one is what I call the mama, the big one. Okay. And then we also sell the replacement filters for the larger device as well. So with that, let me stop sharing for just a moment. So all of the brands that or all of the options we currently have are from a brand called Medify Air. This is currently the brand that we have available. And I'm going to show you the box. So the option here that I have is one of the smaller ones. And I'm going to give you my quick review of it, my honest opinion, just so you know. I wasn't paid for these reviews. Okay, not directly. Let's go there. All right. So with this, you'll be able to see, it gives you a lot of information on the box, lets you know that it does have a filter within it right now. It's got 3 air speeds. It says it's quiet and low. I'm going to turn it on and show you. So it's also got a sleep mode. It's got a medical grade filter within it. There's a night light. It is lightweight. Of course, this is an empty box right now, and there's just a picture of the side showing you how it works. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to turn it on. I've actually got it set up over here. So let's go ahead and get it on. So I've got it on just the normal fan speed. And if you can see the blue light that's coming out of it, that's the night light feature. It actually is really nice. So what I did in my house, and look, you can't hear it. I'm sure you probably can't. But what I did in my house was I put it right in the living room. I wanted the whole family to get a feel of it and see how this worked out. A few things to report. Number one, my children literally began to talk about how the air in the living room area where we had it smelled different than the rest of the house. Not a bad smell, but all of a sudden it was a cleaner smell that we weren't used to. So this new cleaner smell just made them breathe it in a bit harder. And that's part of that filtration there, right? So along with that, a few other things that we noticed is just how much it made us take account to our breathing, right? Because having it in one part of the house, now when we would go into other areas of the home, it was like, am I stopped up? No, it's a whole different air quality. So I would highly recommend this device. If you have children or anyone in the house with any breathing issues, this is amazing. If you live in an older home, if it's a drafty home, pretty much any type of home almost could use this to be helpful. Again, it did a great job just filtering that air, cleaning that air, and it does have multiple speeds. So right now it's on 1. I just let it run in my house 24 hours. I believe it was we noticed it was different in the home probably on day 2. Day 2, it was like, oh, this is clearly something good. But it does have 3 speeds on it. So I'm going to turn it up real quick. Let's see if you guys can hear it. Let's go all the way up to the 3rd. So it's behind me. Just curious if you can even hear a hum. I can hear it, but it's a hum that would be easily drowned out by the TV for sure. All right, we'll go ahead and give that a break. So get on over to the website, check out the air purifiers. They are new, but they're picking up a lot of new traction. So take a look. You are limited to 2 per account. And as I mentioned earlier, they come in different colors. So here we have the black, but they also are available in white. All right. And let's move on to our last area. And the newest area that we have added to the marketplace is weatherization. Woo! All right. While you can do some of the major projects, and I'm sure they're needed in your home, like insulating your attic or getting a new HVAC system, taking care of some of the small DIY do-it-yourself items can also help you save a lot of energy in your home. Air sealing alone, and air sealing is filling up any gaps or cracks that you have in your home. That can help you reduce your energy bill by as much as 30%. And now Energize Delaware provides you an opportunity to get the same items that you can get at Walmart, Lowe's, or Home Depot, except now they are discounted and can be delivered directly to your door. So some of the options that you'll see on the site, there are door sweeps, weather stripping, rope caulk, pipe insulation for your hot water heater, and window insulation kits. So if you can see me real quick, I'll try to make my screen bigger again. So here's the kit that you are able to purchase from our site. And on the back, you'll see that there are instructions on what to do and how to do it. But basically, it comes with plastic and some double-sided tape. And you're going to use that. First, it tells you step by step, clean off the window seal, cut the plastic to the size of the window you need. You just literally put the tape down, put the plastic on top of the tape, and then you use a hair dryer to shrink wrap and seal that window. And now, if you can't afford to get new windows and doors, this will help take care of that. We often, in our home performance program, which is an audit program for your home, an energy auditing program for your home, we get a lot of individuals that ask, what's the rebate on new windows and doors? Or why doesn't your program cover windows and doors? It doesn't cover windows and doors because of the expense. Getting a brand new window, getting brand new doors can help you save energy. But in essence, there's still a hole in your home. So if you can't afford to get new windows or doors, we recommend air sealing and using window insulation kits. You're going to use some of that rope caulk that's available. And you're going to basically put it anywhere that there's a gap or crack around the frame of the window or door. And then you can use the shrink wrap to seal off the entire window during winter time. My mom's not on here right now, but I bring her up in a lot of my presentations because she used to just use trash bags and double-sided tape. Okay, it was duct tape, but it still did a great job of sealing off those windows so that we could keep the warm air inside and the cold air outside. So now there are kits that you can purchase, and Energize Delaware has made them even more affordable on our website. Woo! A lot of information, right? I know, whole lot of stuff, whole lot of information. The last thought that I want to leave you with before we close out is that we do have Weatherization Wednesdays that are going to be coming up next month in the month of October. And what's so great about Weatherization Wednesday is it is a free online workshop where I will teach you some do-it-yourself tips. You can join and learn about ways to use the weatherization items that are mentioned on our site. And what's great about it, if you attend, we can mail you out. It's one kit per household per year, but it's a $50 weatherization kit. So it's going to include a lot of different weatherization items for your home, but the workshop does a great job of explaining to you how to install them in your home. I know we covered a lot on today. Sorry, I took up a little bit extra time, more than I normally do, but hopefully I gave you some information about some items that you can go purchase off the Energize Delaware online marketplace at a reduced cost that can help you to save energy in your home. Please do sign up for one of our Weatherization Wednesdays. Tell a friend. No cost to sign up, no cost to attend. Again, you could attend all three coming up, or you can just attend one. But either way, you're going to get one kit for your attendance, and we look forward to seeing you there. Make sure to share this information, and if you want to stay up with what's going on with Energize Delaware, feel free at any point to visit our website, and I'm going to throw that up for you again real quick. So for all of our programs that are available, you can go directly to our website, which is energizedelaware.org. But if you are specifically looking to get any of the items that we have talked about on today, then go right on over to our marketplace at www.energizedelawaremarketplace.com. I want to give a huge shout out to everyone that helped me prepare for today. And that would be all my friends over at AM Conservation, as well as everybody at Energize Delaware. I look forward to seeing you guys again the end of next month. Tune back in. Next month is Energy Conservation Awareness Month. So please stay tuned. There will be a lot going on. There'll be a lot of presentations and a lot of good stuff. Hope you've been saving. If you haven't, start saving energy today. Thank you so much, guys, and look forward to seeing you again next month. same time, same place. Have a good one. Bye.